Wah! Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Amalgam Ash. Almost clean shaven. And after I get done with this thumbnail, which I'm actually done with it, Patchwork, good morning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I set my stream up to stream beginning soon, and I walk away to go get myself some coffee, and there's Matt, Gravendoll, there's Ribby, there's Patchwork, there's Ashley. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. What a pleasant surprise. Bad YouTube. Yes, YouTube bad. YouTube bad. Moseth, good morning. Moseth, if you want to just blink once, if that is the legitimate you that joined the Discord, I will be getting in touch with you so that I have a place to send your dice, good sir. Because I wasn't just gonna assume. You know, there's people out there who really want those dice, and they're gonna log in with fake names and try to get them in roguish ways. I'm gonna lower myself down into a little shrinky corner. Ah. But yes. Hey, this is Patchwork. This is the thumbnail for my playthrough of your game. Ward Icon, good morning. Ward Icon, cheers. I just refilled my coffee so that I could give you a legitimate cheers. It's hot. I don't know if it's good yet because I haven't taken a sip of my new cup. But thank you so much for your kind words in the Discord. I hope that you like the dice and the custom quest. That was a last minute thing. That was well, I should add a note to these dice that I'm sending out. And then I thought, what would be better? A quest. And make it a solo quest so they can immediately enjoy their new HEROQUEST dice. But I have to thank Floris for his sponsorship and sending me that stuff, because that was really, really nice. Extremely nice of him to send me those and say, give these away. We'll check out his stuff. Awesome. Moseth, thank you so much for the 10 GBP, my friend. Happy New Year. You watched the Dungeon Quest playthrough. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and please look forward to more. There's going to be a lot more of those, because now I have everything set up behind my green screen. It's a freaking mess, but it's all set up. But I had to hide that video because I realized it's not supposed to be up yet. It's up, but it was unlisted. But because the playlist exists, people were able to find it. So I'm like, oh crap. So I've made it private because it needs to be scheduled so that I can keep my video cadence. So you got a sneaky peek. Thank you very much though for the donation. I really appreciate it. Perhaps that can go towards something in the capacity of Dungeon Quest. It's very kind of you. Wow. But I'm gonna send you your dice. As long as you're willing to provide me your details, I'll get in touch with you over Discord, and you will have dice. You won them fair and square. Of course, I'm going to send them to you. Keep the outcome secret. Yes, please do. I have a second Dungeon Quest video already recorded and up, and I just got to get them scheduled. I think they might be shorts worthy. If I can delve into the horrific world of shorts, I might be able to spread the Dungeon Quest cheer. All right. Thank you. Hey, you got on the stream and checked things out. Don't save that. Don't need that. And anybody who wants to see this secretive Dungeon Quest video, you'll be able to see it. It'll come up soon. We've got Bakine open. I don't need Bakine. Hi, Justice. Good morning. My wonderful demon lady desktop. We need to get into HQuest Builder is what we need to do. I need to get some streaming tunes on here for you guys to enjoy. So I think I'll do that real quick. I think I'll get some tunes in the BG. Let's see. Get to see everything that YouTube recommends to me. Which, so much of this is ridiculous. Wait, is that one man indie?
Jeez Louise. Oh,
yes. Healing item.
Watch it. We only got a whole bunch of HP. We don't have a whole bunch of healing items.
You didn't heal yourself. What?
Hold on. No, it's not that way. It's this way.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my... Ah, crap.
Jeez Louise.
Ah, crap. Short start over. You can't get back to where they were.
Watch it. We only got a whole bunch of HP. We don't have a whole bunch of healing items. Hold on. No, it's not that way. It's this way.
About to die.
Whoa! Oh my! Oh!
It's so good to see other people getting massacred by this dungeon. All right, so let's see. Let's see. I need CCO Fantasy. Something that can't be claimed, and that'll be CCO. No copyright fantasy music. Just let me know if this volume is okay. Put the volume up to there. Ash, I know you're jonesing to play my sweet home RPG in the online game, but my offline game is first on the chopping block. I know. You got a lot of stuff going on. I'll play it all. I will play all of it, Patch. Although I will say, I got owned by Stumpy the Squirrel. It crashed many times. I actually recorded that video 3 separate times. You'll get to see the results soon. So for those who don't know, I made a special quest for the recipients of the dice from the giveaway called The Colors of Chaos, which is a solo adventure. And it's all right, Patch. It wasn't your fault. Everything that you did to beat the game during playtesting, I'm sure worked fine, but I like to go meander. And when I meander, I find things that don't normally get found. But I noticed the save and the load functions don't work. Like, if you save, it just crashes. And if you try to load, it just crashes. So, like, that number 1, if you got that addressed, everything else would be fine, because then people could just save. So we've got different rooms in this Colors of Chaos dungeon. Let's switch to the orange, and yeah, I love this design. XSC, home of HEROQUEST fans. Good morning. Good day to you. Checking out the Colors of Chaos, which is a one-shot solo adventure that I sent all the recipients of the dice that I gave away during my end-of-year live stream, and I hope everybody had a great holiday, took some time off, was able to relax. Essentially, notes all the way up through G on this quest, and I won't give this quest away here because it's exclusive to those who won the dice. Can you paint with all the colors of the chaos? There's our 90s commercial dialogue right there with the Chaos Colors expansion. It's not US exclusive, it's Missouri exclusive. You can only get it in Missouri, making it the rarest expansion ever. Every time you are immediately outfitted with a very special weapon, the chromatic blade, and any hero can wield it, even the wizard. You roll 2 white dice, and now you roll one of your colored dice that you got. Doesn't matter if it's black, green, blue, whatever you want. You roll one of those, and that outcome of that third dice determines what the white dice roll means. So just to give an example of the mechanics you can implement, the very first room with a monster has an orc, and if you land the finishing blow on this orc with your chromatic blade, you'll go through, boom, the first door, and the other door will be magically sealed. If you don't use the chromatic blade to slay the orc, the B door will open and the A door will be sealed. And the thing here is that the B door leads to a series of rooms that have traps and more monsters, and the A door leads to more treasure and less monsters. So there's a couple of different rooms like that for this dungeon, plus a very special boss monster that must be defeated in a special way, and the quest notes detail all of that. Have a beautiful day to you as well, Kurgan. Thank you for stopping in. Ribby, we can talk about that. That's a controversial subject, I hear. But I gleaned some understanding of it. Enough for me to take a nice, firm stance. And I think I'm comfortable sharing it. We'll talk about it while we make our new dungeon. Sub to this man. Go follow XSC3 on Twitch. The preeminent HEROQUEST Twitch channel. Definitely deserves the attention. And I believe it's the top of the Twitch game as far as HEROQUEST goes. So, you know, that's a spot that at the top of a hill that must needs continue to be defended, and they have what it takes to defend it. Is that Death Wish sipping? No, this is instant, because when I wake up, the first coffee I get it has to be instant. The Death Wish will come later in the day when I can devote more time to grinding and not waking people up. And I don't pre-grind. I would rather grind the beans and then immediately brew the grounds. So besides that, the grinder would wake everybody up, and I'm up so early. So early. We did Ulruk's Hideout and the ransacked village. And you'll notice that I have a quest called the Knight's Challenge Fundamentals. And the Knight's Challenge is the quest that I sent out with the first Guardian of the Commander of the Guardian Knights giveaway. So we'll send the Knight's Challenge out with the next giveaway as well. Ash, you get a chance to try my dungeon editor yet? No, I'll do it though. Maybe I'll even do it today if you want me to, right here, right now. Did get a Canon EOS 4000D setup. You know, I think I saw that camera at Walmart, and I wondered how well it would do for a face cam. I've been doing some research on different ways to have better face camera than what I have. Now, I love my face cam. Droid Cam and my Samsung Note 10. My Note 10 has been with me forever, and I love it. And it does a great job. But I'm looking at other solutions. Just wondering if I can experiment. I can't do that right now, but at some point I'd like to try out the Elgato Facecam Pro. It's the world's first 4K 60 FPS face cam, or webcam. But despite that advanced technology, getting a Sony A5100 real camera, and using that as a streaming camera, that camera looks so good. Yeah, I think you've got the right idea. Use real cameras with multiple lenses for your face cam. And yeah, there's 1080p. If it's done right, it can look better than 4K anyway, so. This is a bit loud in my ears, actually. I'll turn it down for me, but I think the volume might be okay for you guys. Nobody's said anything yet. So we're gonna make a new quest. Brand new, unnamed quest, 18 minutes into the stream. I don't even have a name for it. This has to be the third quest. And I need my HEROQUEST, Master Quest. How many times can I say quest? Document. And this will have, let's see. Caves. We're gonna do a cave. We're gonna do a cave. Oh, baby. This time we've got green and purple faction monsters. No rush, up to you. Over 600 users already. I see. Very good. That's interesting data. Like that's so fast. But if you want me to check it out on stream, I will absolutely do it. Makes my webcam look trash. Webcams are trash. Webcams are just all trash. No offense to my webcam, they're all trash. Once you hook up into your smartphone and you get access to that actual frame rate and resolution being done on its own processor off your computer, it's a whole different ball game. And then if you have an actual camera, that's a tier even higher. Webcams are they're mostly garbo. They're mostly garbo. So, our new unnamed quest is going to be cave themed. As such, we're going to be using factions that, one faction that I don't have yet. The last faction introduced the teal. The last quest introduced the teal faction. This quest is going to introduce the purple faction. We're going to journey across the lands, enter a cave. In this cave, we're hoping to find. It'll probably bug out or something. Chances are it will bug out. With me using it, it'll bug out. But I'll check it out. I'll check it out on the stream. So people stick around. We're going to check out a new HEROQUEST quest design tool by Gravendall Games that'll actually facilitate you being able to make very pretty PDFs out of your quests. And I'll say now, same thing I said to Squidge Monster, I hope, if not already, which it might already do it now, which would be awesome, but if it doesn't do it already, then it would be really, really cool if in the near future, if people want to make more than one quest, say like I want to make 5, and then I say assemble into book or whatever, it won't print them one page, but rather print one page that has the picture on the top half for quest 1 and the text on the bottom half for quest 5. And then it will intelligently collate the quests into the pages so that you can make a PDF and the quests will all appear in the order that you wrote them. That is something that I think, in my mind, it's like I wouldn't think that the logic for that would be too hard, just a bit of a math formula, but I don't know really how complicated that might be to program. But that would be great. Already working on it. Nice. Nice. Very good to hear. Whoops. Oop. Mad respect. All right, we're in a cave. Would I rather them search the cave from the center? I don't know. It's definitely the hardest part about making a bunch of quests and trying to align them in book order. I know. And that's, if you can't do that, then it's basically impossible to make a good book. Most Seth is right. Elviler, good morning. Elviler, the barbarian. Elviler. want that there. I kind of want the cave to be in the middle. I think I do. So we're going to have sealed passages. We're going to talk about these sealed passages in this cave. Now, I need a monster key. And the key that I need is going to represent... We are going to have greenskins. I'm going to go ahead and use, like, I don't know. We'll put them all up here in the corner. We're going to drag them out and use them in different places as we go on. I'm going to use all 6 goblins, all 6 game system goblins. And I'm going to use all 8. I don't know if I'm going to use all 8. Should I? Yeah, because this is basically the stand-in for Lair of the Orc Warlord. So I'm going to go ahead and use all 8 of the orcs. But I'm not going to use any Famir for this quest. This quest is going to be using spiders, bats, rats, and the troll. So for the spiders, I'm going to put this zombie because it kind of looks like a spider body with a bunch of spider legs. And let me see. I think I've got a total of 4 spiders. So I'll put 4 spiders in here. For the rats, we'll use the mummy symbol. I think I got 4 rats total. For the bats, I'll use the gargoyle symbol. And we'll replace these with homemade graphics that look more appropriate, that look more like the Warhammer designs. And then the last row is the troll, and I'll use the Famir symbol for the troll. The point is to travel through these caves and explore them and look for secret passages and essentially find something called I don't know yet exactly how I'm going to theme it, but this campaign contains runes. Each quest has 1, and you get that automatically just by completing the quest. Your party shares the runes, so you get 10, say, over the course of the whole adventure, if it's 10 quests. But in each scenario, I'm going to have at least 1 challenge that will be explained in the quest notes. I don't have the challenge laid out for the previous 2 quests that I've designed yet. But if you complete this challenge, you'll get an additional rune. The runes are going to be used to unlock... They're actually going to be a currency system for the roleplay element. So every time you finish a scenario, you'll be allowed to go to a settlement of some kind, be it a village or town. And you are looking to spend these runes for the artifacts that come with this expansion. The Talisman of Tongues, the Talisman of Will, a rune that will unlock the Barbarian's abilities, a rune that will unlock the Dwarf's abilities, a rune that will unlock the Elf's abilities, and any wizard abilities that we might need to add from the Wizard quest pack. And I say that because I'm sure that there are additional spells or something that come with the Wizard quest pack. I don't have a link to any of the stuff that's been revealed or shared about the classic, what would have been Wizard quest pack, but I'm going to be taking as much of that as possible and utilizing it in the elements from it in the campaign. I want to have access to the monsters. I want to have access to the cards, everything, so that you can build your heroes according to their expansion versions and have a way, when you finish this scenario, this campaign, have a way to translate all of your skill and experience and achievements into your campaigns going forward. So if you want to play this and you get the Talisman of Tongues, this is going to allow you to speak to monsters in any other campaign you want. And as long as Zargon's okay with it, the speak action is something you'll forever be able to do. it's all up to the Zargon and the crowd agreeing, you know, of course, but excuse me. The Talisman of Tongues is actually going to be given to one of the heroes, so you'll be able to speak in the very first quest. You can speak to a monster during the quest with that, and then you can draw from the speak deck after you've chosen to do so. That's your action. But we got to design this cave, so we got to make sure that we don't use more than the doors that we have. This double door, and right behind this double door, there's going to be what? Orc? 2 orc. 2 orc. 2 orc. 2 goblin. 1. 2. Keyboard shortcut on the orcs is 2. Keyboard shortcut on the goblins is 1. Oh my god, that works so much better. Learn your keyboard shortcuts if you're going to use HQuest Builder. For sure. 4 monsters right out of the gate, and a double door. Double doors both open when you open one. They can't be closed again. So this cuts down corridor combat. Personal decision when I'm making cave mad. Cave mad? When I'm making cave maps, I put all doors as open. So when you first start out here, you're starting out in an area where the citizenry, whether that's militia or other adventurers or what have you, I don't know yet, but they have blockaded these entrances because they know this cave is very dangerous. And just in this room here, the doors are going to be shut. So you've got a bit of a... It's more representing like boarded up areas. Once you smash through these, though... But actually, that's a great idea, and I didn't think of that. This I thought of for the lore, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. So I might steal that from you, if you don't mind. After the initial room is opened up, all of the other doors should be wide open. And then, it's just a matter of line of sight. Line of sight. Line of sight, baby. So, actually it makes it easier to envision how the cave should go, knowing that the areas are pretty well open. Whoops. Get out of there. Die. There we go. Alright, so we've got rats down this hallway. DM determines line of sight. I think the line of sight will be pretty well... This whole campaign is pretty well going to follow the game system rules on the nose, but it will incorporate all of the addendums and updated rules from the officially released expansions. And if the Dwarf and Wizard Quest Pack expansions were to have updates to any rule, it will take those as well and make them official from the start of the campaign. So, I mean, it's obviously going to follow the convention of if you're playing my campaign, you play it your way, you're the Zargon, you do whatever you want to do. But if you're trying to play it as close to canonically sourced and as accurate as I wanted it to be as possible, then that's how you'll do it. We'll do a secret door there, actually. Whoops. And I actually want this door to be that way. So when you come in here, you can see these monsters. We'll put an orc. Whoop, oh god. We'll put an orc there. Lots of orcs in this cave. Down here, through here. We want rats as well. So we're gonna do... What's the gargoyle shortcut? 8? Oh, those are the bats, that's right. The rats are the mummies. 4. 3 rats here. A rat here. Pit trap, pit trap. Falling block. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Treasure chest. Boom. 3 rats. Orc. In this room, there is what? There's not going to be a whole lot of furniture. Cave. I would like to have a tile that represents a sort of water feature. So, because when I think of cave, I do think of having like streams and things like that down there. At least in this cave, there's moss, there's stream, there's crystals. So I need to find some nice... Ooh, I could use the stairs to indicate passages that go down, down, down. Not there. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to use those stairs. So then right here, we'll have that. That's the gargoyle. So now that I've done that, I need to update my monster usage over here. I've used 4 orcs, I've used 2 goblins, and I've used all 4 of my rats. I've also used 2 bats. So, the point of this quest is to explore the caverns. We're looking for activity down here that would suggest that there is a return of chaos magic in the lands, because this is about 30 years later, after the events of what some people call the Gathering Storm takes place. Which, by the way, I don't personally like calling the game system quests the Gathering Storm, since the Gathering Storm is the name of a quest in the Elf Quest pack. But to each their own, for sure. I'm not saying anybody else can't do that, but I'm going to try to avoid confusion. Where is the collision on this crag tile? Nope, it's at the very bottom. There we go. So heroes are going to have to walk across this dangerous cragway. And if they can do that, turn around, there will be a single block tile here, but here will be a chest, and in that chest will be a rune. Alright, but after you come down here, there's going to be... Go away, a goblin? Pink. Oh, since I opened the Keller's Keep tab, my goblin icon has a +6, my orc icon has a +8, and my Famir icon has a +3. So when you open up the tabs for the expansions, boom, your accounts get updated. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Good job, Squidge. So now I need to use more orcs and goblins. You'll find a rune in that chest. Come this way. What happens if you come this way instead? Maybe these 2 paths should link. And also, if you approach this opening tunnel from this direction, you will be able to fight these guys using the doorway mechanics, of course. But I think I'm going to punish people who do that by putting a falling rock trap right there. So they'll have to figure out what they want to do, and if they decide to run away over here, pit trap. So I've got a few pit traps out already. Does that turn gray if I use the limit on it? Nah, it doesn't seem like it does. And I'll actually take a pit trap out of this room. So there we go. We need more bats. We'll have bats down this corridor. If you've got a crossbow, you'll be able to take them out. No problem. Ooh, or maybe the bats actually should have a bit of an advantage against crossbow, because even though that seems like a very obvious thing, the darkness of the cave, the fact that you're trying to hit a moving target that's small and flaps around kind of in a random pattern, I might give them a bit of an advantage against crossbows. Or non-magical ranged weapons in general. That's what I think I might do. But there's our other two bats right here next to my face. I better not eat the bats. I won't even travel into that joke territory. Alright, so this will loop on itself. Here's where you get the rune. Here's where you can go to take out a bunch of orcs, but there's nothing here except just monsters. There's a rat's den. I guess I could put a chest here. And then, ever wonder why we never got extra treasure chests with our expansions? Alright, I need more. I need content for the upper left and upper right corners of the board. We'll put a large stone path here blocking the upper corridor, and another secret door here, which will lead into this room, and this is the room that'll have the troll. The troll will know where to go, what to do. So we're looking in these caves for any sort of evidence of chaos magic. And if the troll is found, I don't know if that should be an optional challenge or if that should be the evidence of the chaos magic, because treasure chests are not required for treasure searches. No, but it would be nice to have more chests. I have extra chests because I have more than one game board, and I'm kind of wondering what the acceptability would be of using the extra furniture and extra tiles and expansion tiles and everything else I need to really build these quests the way that I want to. Because if I do that, it will make them less accessible. Like, this is now less accessible than it would be because it has the stairs and the crag. And I'm not sure if that's good. It's kind of what I would like to do anyway, because I'm already asking the player to have all these extra monsters, or perhaps they can still substitute their factions. You could technically substitute like a teal faction with your green monsters as long as they don't share the same map. But we need spiders now. Zombies 3. We're gonna have spiders in this room. They won't appear until basically you're standing at the door. I was thinking of having you choose game systems when first creating the quest books so I can list requirements on the quest book. That's a fantastic idea. That's absolutely a great idea. There are more chests in Mage of the Mirror. That's technically true. It doesn't help my classic edition, but that is technically true. And they're nice. They're nice chests. They look cool, I think. We're going to get rid of the spiders from the loadout, and we will have an orc patrolling this hall. We'll have a orc patrolling hiding more like right here as well, so when you search for the secret door and you come onto this tile, he'll come out. But you'll probably want to go this way anyway, because you won't know that there's a blockade here unless you've opened this first. We'll put a door here that will have more goblins. And I think I'd like for there to be a tomb down here, so I'll go ahead and put a tomb. And then one more secret door. This secret door houses a second stairway. So the reason that this is here, this is going to be the official like end of the quest. If you find this other stairway, you're not required to go up it. Well, I guess to progress the quest line you will, but just the finding of it is like, okay, so this takes us to another place where, you know, we know that this cave, which has been blockaded, has 2 entrances, 2 exits. There have to be other people that are using this. Why are they using it? They have easy access to the tomb here. This is also the trolls' hunting grounds. So we're seeing the troll here in this area, but I need to give him some help. I think I've got 6 orcs altogether. Yes. And I've got how many goblins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1 more goblin left. So that goblin's going to go here. Those 2 orcs will go there, and that's the end of my enemy loadout. I will delete this door, and I think this door. And I'm going to put an alchemist's table. Maybe here. In this room. This room will just have a freaking pit and no treasure. So screw you, people who want to play this. Ha ha ha. We need more falling rock. We've got 2 currently. Let's put a 3rd here. Okay, that's good. And then that was a dead end. So I'll put a dead end there. So if you come all this way just to turn the corner, you're locked. You've got no choice but to fight your way back out through the greenskins if you allowed yourself to be trapped. We're going to put an alchemist table here because... whoops, wrong place. This is the room that whoever is coming down here is accessing after going through the crypt room. And they're doing things. This is actually going to be where you're going to have... your evidence that you need to find. There are detailed notes being left by an alchemist who is doing things with chaos magic or trying to do things with chaos alchemy. So we'll actually write the lore out for this and the quest notes at this point, because I think I'm done designing the actual map. I haven't gotten mine yet. I'm not hopeful for a speedy delivery. I pre-ordered from GameStop due to international shipping costs. I also pre-ordered the Rogue from them and haven't received that yet. I'm very sorry to hear you haven't gotten your Rogue yet. And your Mage of the Mirror. This would limit stuff on the editor though. For example, you would need to put quantity of classic to 2 just to add another stairway. Well, not to steal from Squidge Monster, but the icons allow you to place whatever you want in a given quest, but they will gray out as soon as your limit has been reached. So as soon as you drop a stairway with just the base game system, boom, your stairway is now grayed out. That's your visual indicator that you're done, that you don't have another stairway to place. You can still do it because you can place unlimited stairways, but you already got your message that you don't, the people making this aren't going to have the stairways that you're asking them to have. And I like the way that that's done a lot. But if it's just as easy to go back to like to check a setting that has, you know, yeah, I'm gonna use Keller's Keep because I need those extra stairways or whatever you want to do, and then hop back into the editor and add stuff. Functionally, that's the exact same thing. So I mean, that would be great too. Then you're just imposing a limit that, you know, base game plus 1 of each expansion. Oh, I guess you're saying you can put the quantity in though. So you can say that they can have 3 Keller's Keeps or what have you. I don't know. Whatever seems most simple, most elegant to do. Got my rope from BBTS super fast. Age of the Mirror, unfortunately, not so much. I looked at BBTS, but shipping was going to be almost as much as expansion. So I got mine from BBTS, but people got theirs from other retailers first. So we know that it was wave. That people who ordered from one retailer weren't necessarily going to get theirs faster or slower than other retailers. They just got lucky with that wave. Because I've had people get theirs from GameStop before me, and I've had them get them from GameStop after me. So that's the only logical conclusion I can come to, is that they had waves. Each one just had a bit that they were able to send out to the people who ordered first. I gotta say, this is probably the norm with everything, though. I wouldn't know necessarily, because I don't order contemporary board games or expansions from anywhere else or of anything else, so I don't know, but I imagine it's the exact same thing. You pre-order and you gotta wait and you hear other people are getting theirs first. So I'm thinking that's probably what it is. Just that it's like this everywhere right now with distribution, with the way that supplies and other things are going. Ribby asked about the open game system. So, while I think about a name for the cave and look for a tile that indicates a water feature, I want to talk about the OGL, the open game license, not open game system. It's a lot of speculation out there, and a lot of it's pretty passionate, but I don't think it's that. I believe that it was a crappy move to go into your open game license and say, we made this so that people could benefit from it, but we don't like how much they're benefiting from it, so now we're going to change it. Because that looks poor on you. So for context, Hasbro / Wizards of the Coast, a long time ago, they created an OGL, an open game license. And it said, if you want to make your own works based on this, follow these terms, and you can do that. You can even sell it. And that's how we got stuff like Pathfinder and a couple of other things that blatantly took advantage of this license. And it was fine. Everything was fine. There's a Section 9 in the license that says, hey, by the way, we can change the terms of this license at any time. In so many words. Now, I'm a license freak. I love licensure. I love talking about licensing. I love talking about copyright. I love talking about things that are happening today with trademarks, licensure, copyright. So I was interested in knowing what the heck was going on with this. Why are people so angry about it? And basically, those that are angry about it, I think they've got two different energies. One energy is out there saying, one D&D is a bunch of microtransactions. Screw them. Okay, that's valid. You're a customer. You can think that way. If you don't like the way that your product has gone, I understand. And you're right. And I'm on that side myself. I don't like microtransactions. I don't like getting a new board game and having to open up an app to run it, and then seeing that if I want to get quest number 2, I have to pay $6.99. Anything. I think that's garbage. That's garbage. Garbage business practice. So far, Avalon Hill has not done that, and I really appreciate that. But Fantasy Flight Games, looking at you, that's garbage. Unless Betrayal 3rd Edition's like that. I think somebody did tell me that Betrayal 3rd Edition was like that. In which case, screw you, Avalon Hill. All right. The second energy that they have is how dare they with this open game license changing. I think that this can be a source of a lot of disagreement and a lot of directed energy. That's okay. I think that's misplaced anger. The open game license original states, yeah, we can change this at any time. If you as a game maker understand that truly, you'll have contingency plans for when it does change. It's not good that Wizards of the Coast / Hasbro, whoever decided that change needed to be made it, but they had every right to do so. So the folks that are profiting off of the derivations of Dungeons and Dragons, of course, need to respond. Some of them are going to respond by saying, oh no, we can't do this anymore. Hasbro evil. Well, no. You just needed to have a contingency plan so that you could continue to do what you love doing. If that means reskinning your whole game, then that's what it means, and you need to call your thing the new edition, because you chose to take advantage of a license that allowed you to create derivative works for profit. Now, the other side of that is a lot of people seem to think this will have some sort of ripple effect on games in general, when I don't see why they would think that. I don't think it's like a... One second. I don't think it's an ignorant assumption, but it really doesn't have anything to do with anything else other than those games that were founded upon the OGL. So the new version of the OGL is valid, it's a thing that's happening, and folks need to just make the games with their own mechanics. I've heard that, I don't know how accurate this is, but I've heard that and Dungeons and Dragons is wanting to put a copyright on any game that uses a 20-sided dice. They can't do that. So that, don't worry about that. I've read the stuff in Kurgan's Discord, I think from Nightbird and others. I haven't really taken part in the discussion because I get so tired of debating in there. It's not worth even commenting half. I got the server on mute because I don't want I don't want to feel like I need to contribute to a debate anymore. But all of that, well, if a judge decides it's copywritten, sure, but they're not going to, because that would be ridiculous. There's no precedent set for that. There's precedent for the opposite. It's just like if somebody were to say, oh no, Hasbro said they don't want anybody to use dice, or Wizards of the Coast said that nobody's allowed to use dice anymore. I'm afraid a judge is going to rule in favor of that. Why? There's no precedent set for that in our law. So, just the opposite. Just the opposite. In short, I'm not worried about the OGL changes. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm not affected by them. And I don't think any game besides those that built off the OGL are affected by it either. Screw them for having that dramatic change that's going to make derived products now have to change their ways. I don't like that because I just don't like shady business practice stuff, but you know, they do have every right to do it, and they're exercising those rights. If that license didn't say, if it didn't have that clause, there wouldn't be takesy-backsies. There would not be a way for them to change that license. There would just be a way for them to end it, because it doesn't say that it's irrevocable. It doesn't say that it's revocable or irrevocable, but it's revocable because it doesn't say that. It doesn't contain the language. It does contain the language perpetual or in perpetuity, but that just means forever unless revoked. So perpetual doesn't protect you from that stuff either. So I hope that makes sense, and that sums up my thoughts. Very, very boring thoughts with legalese and the state of the game and the culture. I think that they're going to lose a lot of money from people boycotting this, Most of them seem to understand what it is and why it's happening and what the repercussions are just for D&D. And there's a bunch of people also that don't understand and think that the repercussions mean they're not going to be able to play their favorite games anymore, which is not the case at all. That's just strange. That's a bizarre thing to spread, if anybody is spreading that. We're still going to be able to play HEROQUEST. HEROQUEST won't change. It wasn't built on the OGL. It doesn't use any IP or copyright owned by Wizards of the Coast or Dungeons & Dragons, any of that. It's all fine. We're still going to be able to stream. And we should, in as much as we've been able to stream gameplay of Dungeons & Dragons, we'll still be able to do that. Because if they wanted us to take that down, they would have already been issuing people takedowns for that stuff because it's already within their rights to do so. Avalon Hill could reach out to me and tell me to stop making content about HEROQUEST that wasn't review or that fell under fair use. And I would have to comply. Or I could fight and say, well, the stuff that I'm making is now going to be covered by fair use, but fair use isn't a right, it's just a defense. So it would depend on how far we'd want to go with that. But Avalon Hill are awesome, and I don't think that they would do that. As long as they're not microtransacting anything for betrayal. Anyway, back to the quest. Thank you for the question. It allowed me a chance to talk my brains out. We need to name this quest. And we're going to call it Caverns of... I don't want to call it Caverns of anything. I'm forgetting about the snotlings. There should be snotlings down here. You know? There really should be. I think I'll have snotlings added. So the snotlings are gonna be the skulls. And it's not mandatory that you run into the snotlings. But if you do, this is interesting. I think I've got enough going on in this quest that I don't need to add the snotlings because I want to add a mechanic with the snotlings and with some of the Skaven by which they will continue pouring into the game board for as long as certain ones are alive. So we'll go ahead and try to title this thing, this bad boy. And it's going to be called... I need to give a name to the troll. That's the key. Are you able to block out impassable corridors or rooms on this system? Oh, like assign gray to the majority of the map where you know that the players aren't going to go? I think for visual flavor? I don't think so. Yeah, technically you can. Does this have a keyboard shortcut? It's space. You can. Actually, let's see what that looks like when I do that. There we go. It was not working. Okay, space toggles that. Oh, wow. Thank you for asking me that because I didn't know about this. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna have to go redo my first two now. Oh, that's nice. As soon as I get done blocking all this out, I'm not gonna write the lore. I'm gonna go check out Gravendall's generator. You've got to click each one. That's the only bad part. You can't click and drag. What a drag. Guys, we're going to be solving the mystery as to why there are unexplained seemingly isolated events 30 years after Zargon made his last move. And I don't think we're going to like the answer that we find. And it's up to this new generation of heroes to try to negotiate this. But I'm really, really worried that they're going to come into contact with something they're not prepared. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I missed any areas. Oh, that really gives me perspective. Editor starts all grayed out, and I recommend drawing your entire floor first. Good. So it kind of just works the opposite. Which makes sense, because that matches kind of what you got to do with your other tool. Which I like, because it makes the brain work in different ways. Building the quest that I built made me think of different ways to open areas up. It was like my brain was following a different kind of pattern, so. What kind of troll names exist? For Games Workshop. I feel like it's easier to sense the actual feel of the dungeon. Me too. Me too. Elon Musk. Gotcha. Vile Piper of Nurgle. Adjective, noun, verber. We'll just go ahead and close those out. The hobbits were Bert, William, and Tom. I feel like those were just really backhanded insults to people that J.R.R. Tolkien knew. Like, his neighbor Bert was just always too loud in the wee hours of the morning, and William the tax collector was just never fun to see him, and Tom, nobody liked Tom, so they're going in the book and they're going to be trolls. So, Ash, I'm working on my off game now. I know you probably don't like the puzzles, so I'm making a solution to make the puzzles bypassable yet feel satisfying. I love puzzles. Why would you think I don't like puzzles? Have you played Planet Spectrum or Project Spectrum? It's nothing but puzzles. Every map is a brutal puzzle. Challenge my brain, young rabbit. I got it, guys. The Hand Eater's Lair. The creator of this devilish quest is Amalgamash. Magic flipping doors as a twist via depending switch. Golden tokens that allow you to put in a coin slot to bypass the puzzle. Both of those ideas are good. So I got no problem with this. All right, I'm ready to check out Matt's. I've actually got a link to it, I think, in my Discord. So let's look at the Discord, which intelligently opens in the off window, the off monitor. Thank you, Discord. Huh. I see. I see. Sorry, I got distracted. I need to go find that link. There it is. It's kind of, not gonna lie, it kind of makes me want to stop what I'm doing and go make my video on it. I'll have to do it tomorrow. So nervous it'll have some stupid bug. Would you rather me showcase a video and then I can not include the bugs? Because that's well within my power. In fact, the only bugs that I have ever let happen into a gameplay was for like comedic value or something. But for like this, I'll let you know separately, discreetly. All right. Questbooklet.com it is. Guys, if you go to questbooklet.com/design, or you can just type in questbooklet.com, it seems to redirect me just fine on my Brave browser. We've got the ability to create your own quest book. We can view a tutorial on each page by clicking the question mark button. We can create a new quest book, and our currently existing quest books are right here. So let's do that. We're going to create a new quest book, and we're going to see if I can replicate my latest quest, the Hand Eater's Lair, 1 for 1 in here. We have created a quest book. I don't know how to make combat out of regen yet. Let me just put it on the floor. We can write our prologue here, which I don't have one, but I will write. So, yep. Here's the prologio, broski. And then the epilogue. Epic log, more like. Lols Lamau. We're gonna create a new quest. Whoops. This is the quest. We need to click the question mark button because I do not know how I would begin designing the map. This is the name of your quest book. This prologue will be displayed to the player when they first start their adventure. This epilogue will be displayed when they reach the end of the adventure. This is a list for all the quests of this adventure. Oh, this is the campaign. We're gonna call this, we're gonna change that to reflect Rise of Chaos. Gotcha. Why are there two name fields? Interesting. Create new quest. The Hand Eater's Lair. Wandering monster. Ah. And here's my first ask. I need to be able to choose expansion creatures or input my own, and I need to be able to choose a number because we do have the ability. We do have quests that have like 2 Chaos Warriors as the Wandering Monster and crap like that in Mage of the Mirror, so got some very dangerous very, very dangerous wandering monsters. Add. Now we can click on this. There's our editor. How lovely. Oh, and we immediately get the proper text. Helpful info. I hope that is helpful info. Oh, I get it. The name. Wait. No, I don't get it. Why were there two names for the quest? Well, it doesn't matter. I wondered if maybe that second text box was to allow me to refer to the quest in a way, like quest 1A, quest 1B, or something like that. I'm gonna try that real quick. Also, it didn't save my wandering monster in the last screen. There shouldn't be. Oh, okay. Just a bug. Gotcha. No problem. Whoa, I don't want that there. Delete. Goodbye. All right, so we've got edit, or draw, rather. We've got access to all of the stuff, including notes. We've got references to the quest book, which we can click and drop those down. And we can choose which letter it can be. Very good. Very good. We're going to delete those. We won't use any just yet. We've got a selector, and we've got the eraser, which I've already made good use of. So I made the hand eater's lair. We're going to draw out the center floor first. That's nice. And I believe I made all of this accessible. And I made all of this accessible. All of this accessible. All of this all the way up to here. I made all three of these rooms accessible. Loving the heavier block outline. Loving that. Really nice. I made this accessible. This hallway. Did it stop one short? Yes, it did. Then I had these three rooms. Just big screw you rooms to the player. Whoops. You can't delete. So you gotta put walls back up there. Okay, good. Then back to floors. And I kind of wonder if I would like to see shortcut keys, but there might already be shortcuts. Is there? Oh, well, I pressed the F key and it is now saving. So that's cool. That'll work just fine, as a matter of fact. Now, why? What the heck? I actually screwed something up on this map. I need there to be... Okay, there we go. Floor there, not wall. And delete that. All right. So get out of there before I screw more of that up. And then the bottom three rooms here were all accessible, as well as this corridor. So I've made most of the map. I've made all of the floor. Oh, and then the top two rooms here. Excellent. It's Cthulhu. Good morning. How goes it? It goes well. I saw that you were taking a bit of a break a while back. I didn't know if you had returned. Good to see you, though. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a nice holiday. Good New Year's and all of that. Use the tutorial button to see the between tools. Gotcha. Gotcha. You can edit the name of your quest here. I know that already. Use this tool to draw objects on the map. Draw the entire floor first, then doors and everything else. Good tips. I like that. Oh, D. D for draw. This drop-down provides all the objects you can draw on the map. R. Rotate. A rotate button is visible here if the object you're trying to draw can be rotated. This tool is used to erase objects, and its key is E. So, E, R, D, all really, really accessible, close together. N, note. I suppose that's good enough. S, select. F, all very close together. I like that. This button is used to delete the quest. That can't be undone, so make sure you really want to do this. Gotcha. Okay. Good tutorial. Very good tutorial. As tutorials go, it was concise, it was swift, and it was easy to follow. Good job on that. Yeah, not as it's best to not return the breaking clarity. Overall health is better when not streaming. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it was more encroaching on your health than facilitating it. Cthulhu. I hope you find creative outlets that are rewarding, though, because you've got a good aura. You exude good energy when you're doing stuff like that. And maybe if it's not for you, if it's not fulfilling, or even if it is fulfilling, but perhaps the trade-off and the energy and stuff that comes with it doesn't make it worth it, perhaps there are still other avenues related to that, where you can put your efforts in and not feel like it drains your health, but rather recharges you. Yeah, using ChatGPT at the moment to help me with world building. I just need to find a way to make use of that. I wanted to look at that today. It said it was all full up on users. I actually looked at it this morning. I don't want to use it for anything in particular. I think I just wanted to see if it could write an FFmpeg script for me so that I could do a little bit more pre-processing on my videos. All right, I need to go to my notes and delete them. Whoa. That's not what I want to do. Delete those notes. Goodbye. The notes are gone. Back to drawing. We need to draw some doors. Or actually, we need to draw block squares now in these spots. Oh my god, undo that, you fool, Ash. 4, there's actually 4 there, so we delete that one. Make some floor, missed that. Draw the floor behind these just in case there's any transparency. Nope, they're blocks, they are full-on blocks. Thank you guys for allowing me to receive 100 messages in my chat today. You're all wonderful. You're all very interactive. I really enjoy your company. I didn't have any... Oh, I love that. I love being able to preview it before I stamp it down. That's more intuitive than HQuest builders for the furniture. Now, if I can select it, will it let me do anything with that selection? Maybe not yet. Doesn't seem so. So I do have to delete this. And it has a specific anchor point. That's good to know. If it were possible, I'd almost make it to where if you click anywhere on there, it would delete, but perhaps that's in the works. Forgive me if I'm stating just really super obvious stuff that, you know, of course you were going to do that already, duh. Whoops. Can I control Z or Z to undo? Not yet. Not yet. You will be able to click anywhere. Very good. Cool. It's not a deal breaker if I can't. It's a nice to have, that's all. Whoa! Whoa! Why did you go to the rack? Because it begins with an R? Boom, okay. Boom, boom. Okay, I see how this works. Boom. Gotcha. I know how to do this now. Is that the middle of the room? No, it's the very left. And there's a door right here. And there's one right across from it. There's one here. There's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. Is that correct? Yes, all of those are correct. I might make a quest booklet for you, Ash. Please do, Patchwork. I would play the heck out of your HeroQuest quests. I can only... Dude, seriously. HeroQuest and Endra. The crossover that we all deserve. For coding, I tested it, and as a complete amateur, it was able to assist me in creating some basic automation tasks. The process took some testing and telling it the error codes I received. Much of the code at the start did not work, most part due to myself, however. It did, in the end, create some work together, create a functional code in C#. That's cool. That sounds like an adventure and a learning experience, and like with a little bit of patience. Gravendoll, thank you for the $2 donation. Expect hard mode. Do it. Give me hard mode. Give me the room full of goblins, orcs, whatever you want to put in there. I want to see what Patchwork. Join my HeroQuest quest jam. It's not out yet. Nobody asked. I mean, you can ask, but it's not out yet. I'm not ready to reveal it yet. I know. When am I going to have it ready? We need to put some secret doors down now. I have a secret door here. I have a secret door here. I think I just have those two secret doors. Right? Yes. I've got a double block. I've got pits. Let's get that double block going. Because I can. Double, please. Double. Right there. That's all I want to do with that. Let's get that tomb. Oh. Oof. Thank you, though, for the $2 donation. Of course, I hope to help as much as possible. And I agree with Moseth. I would love to see numbers in addition to the letters. I don't have the expansions in yet either, so you'll need to leave some stuff off the map. Totally fine. I can save this and always come back to it, right? So I can add that stuff as I get ready to. Ultimately, I'm going to be printing off PDFs. I'm going to be generating PDFs and printing stuff off with both of these systems. But I would love to actually distribute a copy or three. Maybe make them as jam prizes, something like that. Something that doesn't get me money. And I know that in copyright, it's all about the distribution, not the money. But I think Avalon Hill would be okay with it. I've been reaching out to them for stuff like, can I do this if I do this? So I would do the same thing here. Stay bulletproof, don't want to get sued and all that. But if I can send out PDFs of the expansions that I create physically, then I think those would make fun prizes, really, really fun prizes. And I could do that well in advance of releasing my quests digitally. That way people have a chance to play them before they are out in the public. Because at some point my development videos will stop and I'm going to start working on stuff in the background. Like the cave quest, I'm not going to do the notes for that quest on the stream or in a video. I'm going to do those offline. I'm going to be putting the speaking mechanics, things like that on there offline so that everybody will be able to have something to look forward to and enjoy if they really want to play my stuff. And I hope that they do. I really hope people want to play the stuff. We need a second stairs. One there and one there. And now, just because I can, let's grab the goblins and we'll throw the goblins down. How do you guys like the fantasy music? You think that's a good choice for streams? Can you hear it okay? Have you been able to hear it at all? Oh, there's the hot girls bot. Okay. Sorry guys, you don't get to have any hot girls. Hot girls are temporary, HEROQUEST is forever. Just remember that, okay? Good. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback. I think I'm gonna tie that to a hotkey on my stream deck, and we'll be able to listen to fantasy music just playing kind of on loop. I think that'd be very nice. I like hearing streams with royalty-free music myself. There are some goblins patrolling. Where were they? There was one down in the corner. There were two in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all 6. Didn't get her digits quick enough. Come on, Ash. That could have been my one true chance at love. Guys, no. HEROQUEST. Okay, your true love is the orc with the notched sword. What am I going to do with you? Legend has it, rumors have it that, the rumors say, if you add up all of the monsters of each type that come with the base game, that spells out the phone number of Zargon. Kokyan, good morning, my lord. Good morning, Kokyan. How are you today? I'll have to leave my stairs out. That's okay. We have just enough time to throw some orcs down. So let's get these orcs going. We've got an orc here and here. Then we've got orcs in here. Then we've got orcs here and here. Orcs here and oh, and I see that I forgot a door. As far as orcs go, that's all the orcs. So let's grab that door and put that door there. I'm going to be doing a playthrough is not the word, comparison as well of the printed results on the channel to show off where we're at so far with this. The HEROQUEST stuff is doing really well right now. Lots of people checking stuff out. With the monsters, you can try to show the name properly. I put that feature just for you. Well, we'll try that out real quick. And how would I do that? I think it works as teaching tool for coding. When it allows more people to join, I recommend trying it if you're interested in learning or tuning your coding skills. Yeah, because there's some questions that people just refuse to answer, like with FFmpeg. Come on, Ash, that could have been, okay, blah, blah. With the monsters, you can try to show the name property. The show name property. The show name, so maybe highlight them? No, that's not it. If you're interested, AZ the King, good morning. Kokyan working on some Backing stuff. Awesome. I got new Backing tutorials this week. If you're interested, they probably won't help you, but they might. We're still going basic. If you're interested in what I have to pass on my abandoned project world I was working on. It has multiple files consisting of 3 countries, a religion, and some basic cultural information, all completely created with the AI with minimal input from myself. I probably will try to use it for more technical stuff. The world building part, I've seen examples of it, and I'm impressed. I think that the human touch makes all the difference because you've got to say, all right, this was kind of minimal, thorough, and very explanatory, but we have to ask it now what it meant by this, or can it extrapolate on this, things like that. So I can appreciate that it's a little bit more interactive than other AI. But with story and lore, I do prefer absolutely to create those myself. I would feel like I was cheating myself if I instead ask for the AI to help me. That's super basic. I learned something from all the vids. Well, that's good. That's awesome. You might learn something from these upcoming ones then as well. Properties window. When you select replace a monster, property window to the right. We've got just no... We actually have no time. I have to get off here. But we'll place the goblin. Oh, you're right. Show name. True. Goblin. Yeah, it works. He's a goblin. Goblin. I love it. All right. That is going to do it for me for today. I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me while I make quests. I hope that you'll check out questbooklet.com. I would keep an eye on it because something tells me it's going to be a big deal. And I think that we're going to see a lot of really interesting features come up, which I will just leave as teases for better or worse right now. Please do consider subscribing if you want to see HEROQuest quest designing content, news on events, unboxings, reviews of products, HEROQuest related. I'm doing contemporary stuff. Oh, save. Yeah. Thank you. Duh. You got it, pal. Really looking forward to writing some stuff on here and then printing that out and seeing what that looks like. Once I get the texts done for this quest, and I'll throw the placeholder monsters down as well just to have them. It's all going to print in black and white. The coloration stuff doesn't really matter. My printer is black and white. But do check out questbooklet.com. I'm going to have a video on this in a bit. I'll try to do one this week, and we'll go over the features and whatever else Gravendall will allow me to say or share about it. So reach out to Gravendall. And we'll do a bit of a showcase for those rare folk who haven't seen it or played with it yet, who are heavily into HEROQuest stuff. So, awesome job. I'm glad 600 people have used this already. And thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And Cthulhu, yeah, it was nice to see you as well. I'm glad you dropped in. Just give us an update on how you're doing. Glad you're figuring things out. Keep doing that, and definitely drop in anytime you want. A print button on the book details page. On the book details page. So I gotta go back to Rise of Chaos. Okay, there's the print button. I like your UI, by the way. Your choice of UI icons, nice. All right, folks. Thanks again. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now. My God. Patchwork is going to find HEROQuest, make quest books. We're all going to die. I wonder if Hoppy is going to get to use the blood sword. And all I've done for what